Yes, top of the evening. Please, everybody get up in here. Share the content. Please share it. Sharing is caring. Sharing doesn't cost you $1. I got some stuff I want to touch on tonight. By all means, please share the content. Share the content upon coming in. Hit the like button. Share, right? Sharing is free. Share, right? Share, right? I got a great topic tonight, man. I talked to some people, right? And it all ties in what I've been covering, what I've been talking about, this whole Yellow Beezy, Mo3, Spence, man. These are man. It ties in with all of that tonight. So I want to share the content first, and then I'm gonna get to cooking. Tonight is gonna be a good night, right? I just want to make sure I'm sounding crystal clear. Right? Once I know I'm sounding good and clear, just want to make sure I'm sounding. Oh yeah, I sound perfect, right? What I'm gonna talk about tonight, man, it might upset a lot of you guys, right? Most likely it is gonna upset a lot of you guys, but it needs to be spoken on. It needs to be spoken on because once upon a time, this was a big fight. Not only was it a big fight, all of you, that's what I said, you boxing fans, you influencers, you guys were all talking about this fight, right? Or a possibility of this fight being made. And I remember, right? And I was like, I'm blessed, right? As a content creator and somebody that is growing and doing a couple of things, I really know people and I get to speak to people and I ask a lot of questions. That's one thing about me. I ask people questions all the time. And some of the people that I ask questions, I asked a specific question today from a real heavy hitter. And I was like, yo, this guy's like really connected, right? And that's why I'm not gonna tell you who he is, but he's connected. And he told me, that I asked about Spence, because remember Spence and Fundora were in talks. They wanted them to fight, right? Remember he jumped in the ring. I could pull all that up, but I'm not gonna pull all that up. But remember he jumped in the ring and he cut the line. Everybody thought, oh yeah, they was high fiving. I think it was like last March. They were high fiving. Everybody was celebrating that. He came out and he was gonna fight Fundora, right? But it never happened. And the rumors was, check it, right? Check this out now. The rumors when it didn't happen was that he wasn't ready. I think he might even tweeted something. I know he no longer blocks me on Twitter, but I don't really be following him like that. But I know he tweeted something that he'll return when he wants to return, right? But what I was told today, and this guy's a reliable hitter. He has never been wrong with any information that he has given to me, right? Whenever I ask him something, it's always accurate. Not only is it accurate, it be spot on. And with it being spot on, um, he's usually, like I said, not just spot on. He's like, he knows, man. So I actually bought up some stuff, right? Because I'm getting good. I'm getting real good at my craft, right? So I was like, yo, not for nothing. I asked him about, what's going on down there in Texas. And I was like, Earl Spence, relationship with Yellow Beezy, right? I was like, how detrimental, right? That's the word. Look, I'm trying to get my vocabulary up. Because I'm talking this boxing, right? We talking this boxing, but we talking, man. So I said to him, I said, yo, not for nothing. How detrimental do you think the Earl Spence, um, you know, affiliation with Yellow Beezy? Because Yellow Beezy rocks the chain, the man down chain, and all of that. So I was like, yo, how detrimental, right? Do you think his affiliation with Yellow Beezy um, is to, you know, Earl Spence's career? And then he proceeded to ask me, um, who have I been talking to? I was like, nobody. I pay attention to everything. I was like, yeah, I just be on my shit. I was like, I was just thinking, because I was saying to him, I was like, yo, I was just thinking. Remember, they wanted that fight. That was going to be the fight. And I was like, just imagine with all that's going on right now, right? I was like, the arrests in Dallas and all that. I was like, remember that fight was supposed to be in Dallas, right? They wanted that fight at Jerry's World. Because remember, everybody was all of it, like I said, all these content creators, these guys that are boxing influencers, and they do all these views, they're popular. They always talk about Earl Spence and that Fundora fight. And he was like, see, that's why I like you. Shalom. He calls me Shalom, that's my name. He's like, you pay attention and you're smart. He was like, the reason why they didn't have the fight is because of that. He was like, they knew that this guy was going to be charged, right? They knew this was coming down the pipeline. They knew that this is the Yellow Beezy Mo3 Earl Spence effect, Fundora Spence. They knew that they knew this. And the powers that be said this will affect the money. This will affect everything. If we make this fight or we try to market and promote this fight, and Earl Spence is going to fight Fundora in Dallas, Texas, and then his best friend or a guy that he's affiliated with that rocks his jewelry and his chain is arrested for murder for hire. It's not a good look. And I said, so that is why, he said, I'm not saying that, but I'm letting you know off the record. Look what you just said. How does that look? If the star fighter who's stated to fight this guy in this town, right? A guy who's affiliated with him, and this is a high profile case that has been 5 years, right? And all of a sudden, the guy that he's affiliated, I'm not even gonna say affiliated with, because Yellow Beezy rocks Man Down Promotions, right? That's his charm. He rocks that, right? Are y'all following that? A couple of y'all in here? It scared the people away. They knew this was going to happen. They knew this was going to happen. They knew this guy was going to be arrested and charged with this. And they didn't want no parts of that. So they did another different twist. And that's kind of makes sense, right? He fought who? He just fought stopped Cordell Booker. But remember, Earl Spence wanted to fight him. He was supposed to fight Earl Spence. But they knew this arrest was coming. And it wasn't going to be a good look. Not saying that Earl Spence is involved, right? But even though I can tie it in. The Mo3 effect, right? I'm not saying that Earl Spence is involved in the murder file, but all the stories are out there that Mo3 was chasing him down and made him flip the car over. So this is the Mo3 Yellow Beezy effect. But the Yellow Beezy Mo3 effect affected the fight with Fundora, from what I'm hearing from my source, because the powers that be knew that this was coming, and Earl Spence's connection with Yellow Beezy would have been a bad look for this fight in Dallas. Does that make any sense? Are y'all catching that? Are y'all following that, man? Please, somebody comment. There's a couple of y'all in here, man. We got 3 people in the building. Please, just comment. Comments are free. Likes are free. Sharing the content is free. Let me know, man, before I move on and go more into this. Because you got to remember, these guys, remember when Earl Spence jumped in the ring, I think Fundora had upset Tim Zoo. Earl Spence jumped in the ring. All those guys. Fundora's promoter at the time. Well, still promoter. But remember, Sampson was big. He was like, yo, we can sell out Cowboy Stadium. It'll be a big shindig. Remember all that? It would have been. But they already knew that this arrest was coming. They knew that this guy was being investigated. And this guy is Earl Spence's best friend. He's his best friend, so they knew this. This is the Earl Spence, Yellow Beezy, Mo3 effect. Fundora Spence fight. Feel free to pop in your head and ask me something, man. Now that kind of makes sense. And this was a hit I was talking to, shared this information with me. I was like, yo. But he thought, listen, this is what he thought, right? And this is the truth. He thought that somebody told me to ask him this, that they put me up to it. And I was like, nah, I was just thinking about that. Cause I was like, I'm learning. I'm growing now as a young executive, right? I do my blogging, but I'm on my executive too. So I was just like, that's why this whole conversation was sparked up. Cause I was like, man, basically what I said to him is I was like, yo, just imagine, right? That's how the whole conversation came about. Because I was like, just imagine Fundora Spence happened with everything that's going on down there in Dallas. I was like, just imagine. They just arrested this guy for murder for hire, for a high-profile crime on Interstate 35 5 years ago. I was like, just imagine. I was like, that would have been a fucking PR nightmare. He was like, what did you say? Why did you say that? I was like, nah, I'm just thinking like that. Like, just imagine. I was like, yo, just imagine they made the fight, or they were going to have to fight. And this guy got charged, right? He's innocent until proven guilty, but this shit was headlines. The man was charged. They just went to court. His grandmother, I got some of that content out too right now. Check it out on the page. His grandmother, the retired clerk for the Dallas County courts, was able to get the bond reduced for him. But I was just like, yo, just imagine they made that Fundora Spence fight in Dallas, Texas. This would have been a PR nightmare now. You have the star fighter, best friend, on a murder for hire arrest. And that's how the whole conversation started. He was like, who told you this? I was like, nobody. I was just, me, I'm on the business tip thing now. I be on my business. I'm like, man, that would have been a nightmare. trying to market and promote this fight, and this guy's all draped over this guy. He's all over him. They got videos. There's countless videos out of these guys kissing and doing all kind of other weird stuff, right? I was like, yo, this was a PR nightmare. He was like, yo, who told you this? I was like, nobody. I was just, I'm in my bag, man. Sometimes, I got the sauce. But he basically all but confirmed, to me that I was spot on about this. And they knew. So by him telling me that they knew, I said to myself, man, this is deep. This is real deep. Because remember, he jumped in the ring. He was going to get the fight, man. Remember, look, what's his name still didn't fight Fundora, right? He knocked Crawford out the frame. Remember, Crawford wanted to get the fight to do unification and all of that, right? But they knocked him out the frame. Because remember, Earl Spence was the bigger draw. He'd sell more. They have it at Jerry's World. But they all knew, like, the major players, the money guys, what we like to call them in the game. All the money guys knew. They was like, nah, man. This guy, he's a bad look right now. He's a PR bad look. He's his lover. I mean, damn. Oh, I don't know why I said that shit. I've been saying that shit so long, jokingly. But his brother is going to be charged with murder for hire. They was like, we don't want to touch that. We don't want to touch that. Like I said, my wife cooked already tonight, man, so I don't even have to cook. What I'm going to go do is go get me some ice, right? I'm going to go get me some ice. Like tonight, I don't even have to cook, man. My wife made dinner already for the girls before she went to work. So I'm just chilling. But I'm going to go get me some ice. While I go get the ice, man, let that marinate in, man. What do you think about that, though? Do you think that really played a major role? This guy did get charged for murder for hire, man. He got charged with that, man. And that's his best friend, man. All right, y'all, I'm back. I want to got some snacks. I ain't going to hold you. I got me a Red Bull. I got me some snacks too because I've been loading. I loaded up, man. I had a great weekend. I won a lot of money. Well, I made a lot of money. I didn't win. People that betted with me won, so I won that as well. Um, but I also, like I said, I've been saving money. You see my thing? I've been saving a lot of money. Because like I said, when you deal with people that make you money, you're going to make money. I've been making money. Like a lot of times when you deal with people that don't make money, their liabilities, you lose money. I've been making money, man. So I try to stay away from that, but I OD'd, man. I got a lot of snacks in here, man. Like, it's my birthday month. So I stockpiled up on some of my favorite type of snacks. That's what I just went in there and grabbed. But so apparently the affiliation with Yellow Beezy cost this guy millions of dollars, man. Because how much you think that Fundora fight would have been worth? Earl Spence and Fundora in Texas Stadium. Millions, right? Millions of dollars, man. But look, his affiliation. Well, this guy is costing millions of dollars, man. See? But you know what's crazy? Why these guys ain't talking about that, man? Yeah, these guys, well, I guess they don't know. They don't talk to the people I talk to. But these guys is online. Talking about Crawford is jealous. But that's what they do, though, right? They're talking about Crawford is jealous. All this other stuff that's non-relevant, right? They're not talking about his best friend being charged for murder for hire. They didn't want to talk about that, man. But you know who is talking about that? The other blog sites. They've been talking about it. They was talking about he was being chased down. Now Mo3 chased him down. Right? Chased him down. That's why he flipped over the car that time. Right? The Mo3 Yellow Beezy Earl Spence effect. Right? We could even take it a step further, right? Had he not gotten to that accident, right? How do you think the trajectory of his career would have turned out? Right? So let's be honest, man. The Danny Garcia fight, right? And the Ugas fight, he collected another belt. Well, we all watched that Ugas fight. Ugas turned into a shell. Lawrence Cole told him to stop fighting, and the man just stopped fighting. Danny Garcia got in there and just moved around the ring with him. Moved around the ring. Moved around, man. And then he fought Terrence Crawford, and everybody was like, yo, he wasn't himself. He was high. His baby moms gave him a drink. Remember, they were saying all kind of other shit. His baby mom, they got into an argument. Right? Yo, look. That shit sounds cool, right? If you never had access into a locker room, and you just sit online, and you're one of those guys that just shoot the shit and shoot the breeze, you're full for that. But if you were somebody that ever had access to a locker room for a professional fight, and you see the commissions, right, and all the people that's in there, you're like, yo, there's no way that happened. Right? Yeah, you was like, yo, there's no way. There's no way that she gave him a drink and he was able to drink it and it was spiked. Right? They'd be on. Listen, if you ever had access, now I know a lot of y'all, especially I just watched the fights this week. If you get access, you get access. But if you don't got access, you don't got access, right? But when you have access to a locker room, right, there's a lot of things going on in the back. Every fighter has an inspector who's assigned to him. He's watching the fighter. He's watching everybody around the fighter. So if you try to slip the fight or something, they're on it. When a fighter goes to the bathroom, he got to go to the bathroom. The inspector's there, monitoring all of it. When you get your hands wrapped, the inspector's there. So when I heard that one, I was like, yo, these guys. His girl slipped him a drink, and he drunk it, and no. But this is the Mo3, the yellow Beezy, Earl Spence effect for the Fundora Spence fight. So apparently they knew these charges was coming down the hill and scared the money off. They didn't want no parts of it. But my question is this. How much money do you think it cost them? How much money do you think it cost them? How many millions, man? It cost about millions of dollars, right? Earl Spence fights for millions. He's come, listen, granted, he got beat by Crawford, but he made $25 million. He's going to fight, well, he was going to fight Fundora and Jerry's World, Arlington. Millions of dollars, man. Right there, gone. Because of his affiliation with his lover, his brother, his affiliation, right? And they knew that this guy was going to be charged. And they like, yo, that's a bad look for us. So can y'all catch that or no? Y'all, that the typical boxing fan, y'all don't even catch that, do y'all? At all. I get it. Because like I said, the boxing content influencers aren't probably going to talk about this. They're too busy caught up speaking about Terrence Crawford saying he's not a Hall of Famer. Or they're too busy caught up on, Derrick James being a coon. Right? But these guys all know the business. They all know, the logistics and shit. But they won't talk about this. They won't say, yo, you know what? That's probably right. That's probably why the fight didn't happen. Because they knew this guy was going to be charged for murder for hire. And, it's a bad look. Shit is. It's a bad look. Look, it's been 3 of y'all in here the whole time I've been cooking. I've been on for almost a half hour. Now, one comment, man. Hopefully you at least like the content or share it, man. At least like it and share it, man. Because this has to do with boxing, man. This is a little bit boxing. I did drop some content too. Let me see how my content is doing. I threw some content now. Some of the yellow Beezy stuff. But man, he fucked the bag up, man. Oh Yella got charged, man. Yellow fella. Excuse me. Right. Yellow fella. Oh, look at that one. It's doing good already. Look, wow. I guess they finally giving me a little algorithm love, man. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. All right. Let's pull this up right here. The boxing community is a funny place, man. Look, see it? Look. I'm on the podcast. Please get out. No, you can have a little bit of this one. Just a little bit. Now get out, though.
It's watermelon.
It's the regular. No, it's not. Let's take a little bit and get out. Hey, now get out.
Can I go next door?
Yeah, did they say you can go next door?
Yeah, I said I could come on the bus.
All right. Don't stay too long, though.
What time?
It's fine. You can come back in an hour because you're going to the gym tonight.
No,
Yeah,
no.
what's the name is leaving, so he wanted to see you. He was looking for you yesterday.
Who?
He's not going to be coming no more
Why?
in a couple weeks. Joshua.
Why?
I don't know. This is his last week, I think.
Can we go now?
Huh?
Can we go out to your podcast?
No. Go. 6:30. Be back over here. All right. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Look, the highly anticipated fight between Fundora and Earl Spence Jr. Right? Junior middleweight title initially slated for March 29th has been canceled with Fundora seeking a new opponent. He was seeking a new opponent. All right, the fight has been officially canceled, with sources indicate that Spence Jr. is no longer in the picture. He's no longer in the picture, right? Fundora's next move. Fundora is now seeking a new opponent for his title defense, Charles Conwell, but it ended up being Cordell Booker. But look at how fitting this is, right? It was supposed to be Earl Spence, right? But Earl Spence's friend, his brother, was charged with murder for hire. And like I said, the person that I spoke to said that they knew this was a PR nightmare. Right? It was a PR nightmare in the making. So Earl Spence didn't get the fight. The fight got canceled. But did it really get canceled, or like I said, or like I was told, they knew this arrest was coming? The Mo3 Yellow Beezy Earl Spence effect. What do you guys think, man? And y'all play this on the playback. I'm gonna let this one rock. I'm not gonna throw this in the I'm not gonna throw this one in the members only. I'm not. I should, because I know it's gonna spark a lot of, you know how these guys do. It's somebody in here right now. A couple of y'all in here right now. But you know how they do. They're just listening to what I'm talking about, and then they'll try to go sit somewhere else or do somewhere else. But apparently, like I said, the highly anticipated fight between Sebastian Fundora and Earl Spence Jr. slated for March 29th has been canceled. Yellow Beezy got arrested. They knew that this arrest was coming. They did not want Earl Spence. They did not want to promote a fight with a guy whose best friend, his brother, was going to be, charged with murder for hire in a high-profile case. The Mo3 Yellow Beezy Earl Spence effect. Now, how much money do you think that has cost him? How much, roughly? For you, some of you guys that are the experts, how much? Yes, they do be stealing my content, Gumbo. But I talked to somebody today, Gumbo. I can't disclose who it was, but they said I was spot on with this. They thought that somebody told me to ask them that. They before they really went in, they grilled the hell out of me. Cause I was like, yo, we're out for nothing. I was like, they dodged the bullet. Basically, that's what I was basically speaking of. I was like, yo, just imagine they would have had that fight in Dallas. Because remember, they wanted it in Jimmy's World. And it was like, yo, they thought somebody told me to tell them, like, bring this up. I was like, nah, I was just thinking that, you know me, I'm a young exec now, man. I was thinking of the business standpoint. I was like, yo, this shit would have been a PR nightmare. You know? This guy's lover. I mean, damn, I keep always saying that. His brother, best friend that's rocking his chain all the time. They're all in photos, kissing and having a good time. Gets charged with murder for hire. This is a high-profile Dallas case. I was like, yeah, that shit would have been. He was like, nah, they knew. That's why, The fight didn't happen. Then look, here's the receipts. Right? Here's the receipts. Slated for March 29th. Has been canceled. Man, it got canceled. Wonder why. The fight has officially been canceled with sources indicating that Spence Jr. no longer is in the picture. He was no longer in the picture. Maybe because, Yellow Beezy was in the picture for murder for hire. And Yellow Beezy is man down. Or he rocks the man down. So it's a bad look. But my question is, how much millions do you think this has cost him? How much? Because remember, these guys, the guys that ain't really talking about Earl no more, because Earl's like, they're talking about him, but thanks to Terrence and the Hall of Fame shit, um, but they're not really talking. Because like I said, a lot of the guys that do boxing content, they want to be famous. They doing it for clicks and views and notoriety that they really don't have. Right? They don't have the notoriety, man. They don't, man. And you guys should enjoy this. This is really a boxing live, but it really is. It goes into what I've been reporting on the whole Yellow Beezy Mo3 thing. The Mo3, that's what I called it today. The Mo3 Yellow Beezy effect. It cost Earl Spence a big fight, man. It cost the Dallas area a major event, right? Because this was going to be a major event. But they probably knew Earl would have tried to have that guy walk out with him, right? Because look, at his last fight, that guy was all with him, rocking man down. He was all underneath him. So they was like, nah, man. Yeah, they pulled the plug on that shit quick. Yeah, look, I'm going to speculate a little bit, right? Do you think Earl knew? Do you think he knew? It was like, yo, you're not getting the fight because your best friend's about to get arrested. Do you think he knew, right? Look, now I'm going to get messy like the rest of these bloggers, right? This is all gossip. I didn't even ask my source this, but I should have, right? I should have. But if I would have asked him some shit like that, he probably won't want to fuck with me because this is unprofessional shit right here, right? But just this thing, do you think Earl knew? Right? That's why they canceled the fight because they was like, yo, man, your brother is about to be charged with murder for hire. And all the people, the money people, they don't want to be around. This is a bad look. You think they told him that? Or they just say, yo, just the fight's not happening? They might have told him. They might have gave him the heads up. Because look, if you look at Earl Spence, right, he's been trying to clean his act up, right? Didn't he post, yo, man, I wish I was never drinking? All these things, he tried to turn into a saint. He tried to turn into a saint, man. Right? Man, it's about, I made bad decisions. Young fighters, don't drink. If I could do it all over again, I wouldn't drink. Because they probably told him, like, yo, man, your homie lover friend, homie lover friend. I mean, you know what I meant, man. Oh, that's the song. But yeah, they probably told him, like, yo, man, your partner, man, yo, they got him, man. Yo, they got him, man. But more importantly, they got you. So now you're not having this fight because you're affiliated with this guy. It's a bad look. But how many millions of dollars do you think that just cost him? Man? I think it cost him a lot, right? It cost him so much to the point where his former coach is working with Ryan Garcia. You guys are calling that guy a coon right now, a sellout. He had to go get the money, man. But right, he got fired, so he wouldn't have been working for Earl. Right? Earl would have had a different coach. So let me take that back. But shout out to Derek though, man. Derek, get your money, man. Ryan's gonna pay you. I feel you. I'm not gonna call you a coon or a seller. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing because this is who you always been. Get your money, man. It's money. Something. Listen, this is a true story right here, right? Earl Spence's uncle will tell you this too. Derrick James always was sneaking out of rooms fight week. So when you're sneaking out of rooms on the late night, what are you doing? Yeah, what type of shit are you into, right? You sneaking out of rooms and shit on the late nights, man, right? You're having secret meetings in rooms and shit like that. Yeah, the news by Shanewz, man. We just have a little fun tonight, man. But damn, this guy Yellow Beezy just he probably caught look Fundora fight at least about what you say 10 million. Probably could have made more than that, right? He made 25 fighting Terrence. You know, these guys telling Earl Spence makes all the money, man. Back at it. That Fundora fight would have sold too, right? You always say how Earl Spence sells, right? But man, Yellow Beezy's affiliation cost him a lot of money, man. Cost him a lot of money. But my whole thing is this. Now I want to get messy. Gumbo, you laugh. Gumbo, do you think that he knew? You think that they told him? Because this is the game, man. He probably knew, right? He probably knew. They was like, yo, that's how this game is messed, played around. They was like, yo, some messy shit is about to happen. They don't want this fight no more with you in it because your name is tainted, your image is tainted. But we're going to say that you're no longer in the picture. But the reason why you're no longer in the picture is, and this is probably when they came to him and told him, like, yo, listen, your friend, your homie lover friend that you go on vacations with, he's into some shit. He's going to be charged in a couple months. He's going to be charged. We have him for this. And it's not a good look. Oh, wee, ho, wee, ho, ha, wee. Right? You think that's what happened, right? Yeah, they got at him like, yeah, you know you're fucked up, right? Because look, Earl came out, he didn't want to drink. None of that. None of that, man. And then look, Yellow Beezy's arrested for murder for hire. Then he didn't have the money. Remember, Lola? Now, no, I'm not speculating on this. They said he didn't have the money. So, if my whole thing is this, you don't have the money, but Earl does, right? Earl just made 25 million. Earl couldn't put up 200,000 for you, right? That's your brother. See, I got it right that time. I didn't say lover. That's your brother. He didn't have 200,000 to put up for you. I hope so too. I hope so too, Gumbo. But he is connected. Not like I don't know in the crime. He's connected because they already said that Mo3 was chasing him. Remember that's out there, man. We're not even speculating on that no more. They said Mo3 was chasing him. That's why he flipped over the car. Running that night. He was running from Mo3. Everybody's talking about it. They've been talking about that. I remember this one particular I can't even call him a content creator. This one particular internet weirdo that loves just sitting on the internet, getting information. Was mad when I brought that up years ago. But I knew then, I was like, this guy is strange. He's a sucker. I was like, you're mad because I know information that you don't want to believe. But look how it's all out there now. Right? But yeah, so Mo3, this is the Mo3, Yellow Beezy, Earl Spence Fundora effect. It affected the fight. That's why he did not fight Fundora in Texas. And you guys were so high five. Woo, he's fighting Fundora. Yeah, he gonna fight Fundora. No, he's not. They don't want to fuck with him, man. The man's name is tainted. His brand is tainted. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Man, he said because he's gonna need a drink. Damn. Now he ain't drinking no more, man. He better not. He better not, man. He better straighten up and fly right now. Especially with the guy that rocks your chain. Like, yeah, they was high fiving, man. I broke that down, man. Yo, he only got that bail reduction because his grandmother worked in the system. That was a professional courtesy. That's all that was, man. And then, they look out for one another. They was like, yo, she retired 9 years ago. She worked in the system. Grant that to old what's her name, whatever her name was. They looked out for her. That's all that was, man. And the feds don't care. They don't care because they got their case already, man. They got their case, man. They got their case, man. They had their case right here. That's why they said Earl Spence and Fundora can't fight. My source told me that, man. He told me. He told me this. The reason why this fight got canceled was because this arrest was coming. And they did not want to. This shit would have been a PR nightmare. It would have been a PR nightmare. This guy's all around Earl Spence. He probably would have walked him out saying, "That's all me, baby. That's all me." It was like, no, you're not. This fight is not happening. And they're mad. But I'm saying, how much money did it cost? I hear my daughter's fighting. Hear them fighting. They fighting. But yo, how y'all digging the sauce tonight, man? I'm almost an hour in. I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I got a lot of content out already on this. Well, not on this, but the whole the feds is coming, man. This just tied into it, man. Like I said, I spoke to a hitter today. He thought somebody put me up to this. But I was just like, yo, it was just me being who I am now, a young exec, a young guy trying to learn the game. I said, just imagine they had that fight. I was like, oh, that would have been a PR nightmare. He was like, that's why they didn't have the fight. That's why Earl, look, what's it read right here? Y'all see it? The highly anticipated fight between Spence and Fundora and Earl Spence Jr. initially stated for March 29th has been canceled. I mean, they canceled. Everybody was like, oh, man, Earl ain't ready. Nah, Earl was ready. Earl wanted to get that bag again. Earl wanted to make that money. But they said, no, Earl, your homie lover friend is a murder for hire. They said, your homie lover friend, he's down with some bullshit. And all indications show that, man. Because you see all that information they got? They just didn't gather the information that he took the 40,000 out. That was 5 years ago, so they knew all of that. They just planned on making the arrest now. And it fucked up Earl's bag. This is the Mo3 Yellow Beezy Earl Spence effect. Are y'all following that? Now I got 7 in the building, man. Please. Y'all gonna have to play it back from the beginning. But I'm breaking it down for y'all. Some shit that my source, who is really a source. He ain't no bullshit. He's a real hitter in this game. And I asked him today about this. Well, I didn't ask him about this, but I broke it. So he was like, he came clean. He came clean. I was like, yo, just imagine they made that fight, man. That would have been crazy right now. He was like, that's why they didn't make it. They knew this arrest was coming. But my whole thing is this, especially for you influencers, you guys that sit around and talk boxing and know boxing, why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you talking about this? He said, so who was in the other car we didn't see? Ah, man, it's a lot more coming out, Gumbo. Remember, why did even, I'm going to do a part 2 on that. Why did Rainwater and Say Cheese even bring that up? That hasn't even been presented. They brought something totally new to the table. Right? I'm going to do a part 2 on that. Today I got this earlier today. Because I was going to do the part 2 of what I did yesterday. But when I got this, and he told me basically like, damn, you was spot on. I said, I got to drop this. Because I know, even though they act like they ignore my content, somebody's going to try to come back out now and debunk this. And I hope they do, because when they debunk it, the people who I got this from not only going to laugh, they're going to know who's the real influencer. They're going to know who's the real influencer now. Because you guys ain't even talking about nothing. Y'all are talking about a Hall of Fame dispute, right? But before y'all wanted to talk about a Hall of Fame dispute, when this guy jumped in the ring and he was going to fight Fundora, that was the move. They was going to pack out Jerry's World. Yeah, Crawford don't sell. Crawford don't. Apparently, Earl Spence don't sell no more either, man. Because they said this guy is tied up with this guy, and this guy's going down for some shit. We don't want our name around that. How does that sound right there? Let that soak in, right? Is that soaking in? Right? How is my content looking now? How does my content look now?
Hey guys, this is Tiana Twin with Laura. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes. Sauce Talk Podcast. Motion. So, it's fair to say that's on me, baby. Cost some millions, baby. I don't want to, not on me. So maybe that's why Earl didn't want to put the 200,000 up, man. Because like 200,000 ain't nothing to Earl. Right? But they said Yellow Beezy ain't have it. Earl got it. That chain is worth that, right? The Man Down promotion chain. How much y'all think that's worth, man? Some of y'all in here. And this ain't even pocket watching, man. This ain't even pocket watching. This is real motion talk, man. Because that looks crazy. If you got a chain on that is flooded out, diamond out, and all of this, and you go to court, and your grandmother gets up there and testifies on your behalf and says you don't have this money and this, that, and the third. But yet, I remember when this arrest was made, you had content creators saying you was home already. He home. Y'all are home. They was out here. High five. Y'all are home. But then your grandmother, blessed that old Southern lady, old Southern Nana, Mima, got up there and said, you ain't had the money. You ain't had the money. And old homie lover friend wasn't trying to put it up. Right? 150K. There we go, Gumbo. Least minimum. That's a big piece. He could have put that up for his bond. Got on his on me. Help me. They never line on me. Help me. Earl said that's on you. That's on you. Earl ain't come through for you, did he? But Earl might have knew. They was like, that's why Earl said he don't want to drink no more. He ain't trying to do none of that shit no more, man. Because they probably told him, like, yo, you ain't getting this fight, man. Your man about to get locked up. Yeah, your man murder for hire, man. You know, the nigga you got rocking your chain and shit. You know, the his and her joint. You know, the brother lover joint shit. That he rocking your shit. You know, you ain't getting this fight, man. They don't want to fuck with you right now, man. Your name is tainted. Your name is tainted. Maybe that's why Earl don't want to put the money up, man. Because 200,000 shouldn't be shit. That's your brother. Y'all been on vacations. Y'all been kissing and hugging and who knows what else y'all was doing. Alleged. But the kissing and shit is not alleged. We get the videos out. I'm not going to play it, though. I'm not. This is content, but I'm not going to play it. But maybe that's why you didn't want to put the 200,000 up. Because he just cost you millions. Yeah, you didn't fight Fundora. It was canceled. Man, y'all following the source tonight? Are y'all following the source tonight? Now me, baby. Now me, baby. Setting it up, coach. All right, let your heart go now. Let your heart go. Man, I'm on my knees praying, please come save me. Please, right? Please. Shit crazy. I cost that man millions of dollars, man. Millions of dollars, man. Affiliations, man. That shit is true, man. That's why I look. This is on topic, off topic. That's why I'll be like, and I tell these niggas to this day, I'll be like, yo, man, that content creator nigga ain't my friend like that, nigga. I don't fuck with him. Look what he's into. What does he have going on, man? Don't associate nothing about my brand businesses with that, bro. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Are you kidding? Thank you, Gumbo. I remember Gumbo telling me that, right? But I've been on that type of time. But Gumbo said, yo, man, you got a brand. My big brother Gumbo said, yo, you got a brand. I said, you right. Fuck, I look like fucking with them old chicken wing fried rice eating ass niggas. Man, you got a brand. I got a brand, man. When you got a brand and you got things going on, you got to look at yourself differently, man. You might scare away potential clients, endorsers, sponsors. Like, yeah, man. For real. For real. He said it's not fun when a rabbit got the gun. Well, they got more than the gun. The feds is coming. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. My man Earl got away from that nigga, man. Yo, Earl got away. Hold on. Yo,
so I'm going to the gym. They called me.
All right, they called. All right, I'll be down there. I'll see you down there. Call me when you get there. I'm gonna charge my stuff. We gotta get some good content, man.
Listen, I'm going down there. The train should be coming in a little while.
All right, I gotta get some good content. Don't bullshit tonight, man. If you're bullshitting, I'm not coming. Are you gonna be bullshitting or what? You have people that want to see you. All right.
I'll see you in a while.
All right. There he goes. Joe's a star, man. Joe's a star. See, I didn't plan on going to the gym tonight, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the gym. He said he wasn't gonna come. Now he's coming. So I guess I gotta get some more content. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this, right? You enjoyed this. Like I said, this is just, executive talk. Right, I was gonna title that, but y'all don't really recognize me as an executive yet, because the person I got this from is an executive. He's a hitter, and I was like, yo, this is all off the record. I ain't gonna say you told me this, but he's a hitter, man. He was like, yo, you spot on. He said, you're learning the game, huh? You're learning. I said, nah, I'm just, I be around. I pay attention to you big wig motherfuckers. I didn't say that to him. I'm saying it now on my podcast. I said, I pay attention. You niggas is the rollers. I watch what the rollers do, man. I don't watch these bums. You can't listen. The only thing you can learn from a bum is what not to do, right? Oh, you do that shit, you're going to end up over there. You're going to end up right over there. Talking about, yeah, I used to be this. I was this. Oh, no, that's what you would watch them niggas. You watch everybody. You learn from them niggas what not to do. You learn from the motherfuckers that's really playing what to do. Oh, you did that. All right. Why you do that? Oh. I get it. Okay. That's what I say. You see, I've been saving money because you know how I've been saving a lot of money? Well, I won a lot of money, but I've been saving a lot of money because I read that book. Shout out to John Hope Bryant. Also, other books. I started removing people who are liabilities. Right? Because if you're a liability, and I said this, I put out some content jokingly. I took a text. That wasn't my text. Let's make that clear right now. I took that text. I seen this text on the internet. I screenshotted it where the dude said, he doesn't want to spend money, but he'll buy some pussy and all of that. I used that text because it went with the message that I was trying to deliver, right? And the message is simple, right? When you eliminate people who bring nothing to the table or constantly take it from the table, but you add somebody that's bringing to the table, whether they only bring a piece of bread, that's something that they're bringing. You will always build. But if you're dealing with somebody that's not bringing nothing to the table, but coming to the table with a fork, a spoon, a motherfucking goodie bag, they don't need to be at the table. Just that person that's bringing one loaf of bread or a couple slices of bread, they're bringing to the table. Now, next time they come, it might be 2 loaves of bread because they're moving in the right direction. They're bringing something to the table. You always got to be around people when you're trying to build that are building or adding to the building, right? Let me break that down again for you. You want somebody that's coming to the table with something, not somebody that's always coming to the table with nothing but taking from it. I started removing people like that, right? And like I said, you see my surplus box. I'm almost at $1,000 already because I got away from people that was hitting me up. Oh, can I get $10? Can I get what's the name? You get a lot of people that's always asking, oh, you got $40? Can I borrow $40? I'll pay you back. They never pay you back. Yo, you got $20? Come on, man. You got $20. Ain't nothing, man. They never pay you back. You start removing people like this, 20, 40, 60, 80, 40, you're like, God damn, where the fuck all this money came from? You know where it came from? You stop assisting people that don't assist you. So when you see me throwing $20 into my super chat or $50 and all that, because I'm not giving it to these motherfuckers that was always having a handout. It's going back into the pot. Hopefully y'all caught my sauce tonight, man. I'm about to go, record some more content on my guy because I'm marketing him right now. And he's on his verge of doing big things. Joe Dini. Shout out to Joe Dini. Hell of a trainer teacher. And if you want some of Joe Dini's teachings, hit me up, man. Hit me up. I can negotiate that out for you. Joe Dini's teaching. One of his, guys that came from underneath his claw is fighting this Saturday night. And, I just want to put this out there too, right? 5 years now, Jahad Tucker's been a pro. Even though I'm kind of disappointed, watch my live if you remember. I spoke about some things that I don't like that's going on. But that's neither here nor there. It is what it is, right? But he was signed at 17 years old to the major leagues, big time promotions. Yeah. Now, whatever's going on now is going on, but they can't erase the fact that he was that good and that special at 17 years old that he was able to get a promotional contract from one of the big guys. Not the chillin' circuit, not the rinky dink show, the big show. Ringling Brothers, the big time, right? Just put that in perspective. And also put that in perspective when you speak about me, because I was very influential in assisting that happening. And now I'm doing other things. And I still do my content. I think my content now is very, very good. I put out a lot of stuff today. And they shadow ban me, but it's all good. It doesn't matter anymore. Because like I said, we still are earning over here. Hit the like button. The likes are free. Share the content. It's free. I don't ask you guys to donate because I donate to myself. Right? I donate to myself. And like I said, guys like Gumbo, CW, other people that donate to the channel, if you ever have a topic, if you ever have a video or content that you want me to cover, and this is for the guys that donate and pay, by all means, hit me up, man. I am obligated because you are what I like to call a partner, right? You are a partner of my company, my media company, my content company. So I tell CW this all the time. There's a lot of topics that I cover specifically for him. He hits me up. I'll be like, bro, you know what? You are part of what we built over here. I'm obligated to do that. I don't want to do it, but I'm obligated because you invested in me. You believed in me. So I believe in what you believe in. And if that's what you want me to cover, I'm going to cover it. So if you got a topic, Gumbo, sometimes Malik, Thomas, and Consequence, anybody that donates to my channel, whenever. I don't always like talking on boxing, but if you want me to talk on a specific boxing topic, anything, hit me up and I got you. Because that's what I do for us. Because we are growing together. And all those people that laughed and didn't see the vision, continue to ignore. But you can't ignore nothing, right? Because look at this topic I talked about today. And I got this from my head honcho. And please tell these guys that think they're bigger than me, that think they do more than me, debunk this. Go ahead and debunk it. Because Earl Spence did not fight. Yellow Beezy did get locked up. Yellow Beezy is fighting a capital murder charge. So debunk this. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Got on the line on me. These niggas be lying on me. Yeah, you can't lie on me no more. How is my content looking now? How was my show tonight now? And by the way, I'm going to go get some more content, real boxing content.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibe.
Like raw fish.
Oh, so one day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. I love the beach, yo. Anywhere, if there's a beach nearby, I love to go there, relax, walk along the beach, barefooted, get my feet dirty. Yeah, no doubt, stick my foot in the water. I don't go in the water, though. There's sharks and stuff in there. Nah, I don't mess with that. All right?
Can you play basketball?
Hey, look at my height.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Desai. Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey.
This is a Sauce Experience. The news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?